a production of the Darien Athletic Foundation. We bring you high school boys junior varsity basketball between the Blue Wave of Darien and the Senators of Brien McMahon. Hello, everybody. I'm Brian Ross. Alongside me is Damian Andrews tonight. Damian, we're in a real good game for tonight. Friday night showcase between the two FCIAC powerhouse teams.
Brendan, we have a double header on the DAF Media Network. The McMahon Senators and the Darien Blue Wave. We're going to be bringing you the JV game and the varsity game after the JV game finishes up. It should be a good one. Our varsity game will go green within a half an hour after the JV game, but excited for some Friday night hoops here in the FCIAC.
You can't beat any FCIAC game on a Friday night. So we could go over the lineup right now for the Blue Wave starting. Will Boughton starting at shooting guard. Alexander Quirk starting at small forward. Jackson Leone starting at point guard. Cole Anderson starting at shooting guard. And our very own Jack Roberson getting the tip in center court. For the Senators of Brien McMahon, Jason Tagliero starting at guard. Justin LeBron starting at center. Zaire Corey starting at point guard. Peter Neglia, the captain of the Senators, starting at small forward. And Tasai Zoe starting at small forward. We're in for a real treat tonight as the Blue Wave face off against the Brien McMahon Senators.
Darien, of course, coached by Greg Langston, who was a tremendous high school player at St. Joe's in Trumbull, went on to play in college at Southern Connecticut State University. And McMahon is coached by Terrence Fuller, who's been involved in basketball in the Norwalk area, most notably at the Carver Center for many years.
McMahon wins the tip and starts with the ball. Corey has it, passes it off to number 21, Ty Zoe. Passes it back to the left wing and back out to the right side for Justin LeBron. Nice name over there, Justin LeBron.
I was thinking the same thing, my friend.
Ball under the hoop, pass back to LeBron. That seems to be a block by our very own Jack Roberson, and Jackson Leone brings it up the court. The Darien Blue Wave working from right to left in their road black uniforms, and Brien McMahon working from left to right in their home white uniforms.
Nice rebound there by Justin LeBron.
They
Good
bring
junior.
it up the court. Passes it out to the three. Off the front rim. Takes a bad bounce, and Brien McMahon gets the rebound. Passes it back inside. That's good for 2 points. Number 21, Ty Zoe.
McMahon's offense doing a good job against that 2-3 zone defense that Darien has come out in. McMahon playing man-to-man against the Blue Wave.
Jackson Leone has it on the right wing, passes it back to number 23, Cole Anderson. That's a steal for the Senators. Bring it up to the left side is number 12, Zaire Corey. And that's an and one for the Senators.
Zaire Corey, big move right there, streaking to the basket, gets it to go, and he's going to the line to try to complete the three-point play.
A very strong finish there by Zaire Corey, getting the hard hit and the and one. Pretty impressive for this athlete right here.
Had a chance to talk to McMahon JV head coach Terrence Fuller before the game. His team off to a 3-1 start. He says he's happy with the way his team has played.
And foul shot is missed. The Blue Wave get the rebound. Cole Anderson brings it up the court. Passes it back to Leone. Pass it to the left side to Boughton. Seems to be out of bounds. On this JV team, there's a couple recognizable names for the Blue Wave. You know, we got a couple of them working as representatives of the Blue Wave, the DAF Media Network. That'd be Olsen, Leone, and Roberson. Very exciting to have them on this team.
Yeah, 3 members of the JV team a part of DAF Media. Nice move in the paint that time by Roberson, couldn't get it to go.
Strong back up, and that's 2 points for Cole Anderson.
And that's got to make head coach Greg Langston very happy as Anderson on the offensive boards puts it back up and in.
Corey with the right ball on the right side. Getting their plays adjusted. Anderson's guarding him. Passes it back to the right side for Tagliero. Tagliaro, the captain of this JV squad. Ball underneath.
Brendan, one thing that's impressive about this Darien team is their size. They are big in the front court with Quirk and Roberson.
Especially with the unsung as Cole Anderson. He's pretty tall back there, and that's a good up and under layup for number 4, Alex Quirk. As you said, yes, exactly. Tall in the front, but that offers great for rebounds. And our Jack Roberson gets the rebound on a air ball from the Senators. Leon brings it up center court. Seems to drive, takes the foul.
Jackson Leon attacking the basket, draws the foul. And so far, Brendan Ross, we've got a good one here. 4-4 in the early going, under 5 minutes left in the opening quarter.
Inbound. Anderson gets the inbound. Brings it up the left side, left wing. Passes it into the middle of Roberson and back to Leon. Leon drives. That's a Darien ball.
Jackson's family watching us on the DAF Media Network. Glad to have them tuned in. The Leon family down in North Carolina and the Omasinski family out in Chicago and in Arizona.
Inbound back to Anderson. He drives up the side of the rim. They get the rebound by Roberson. Passes it back out to Boughton. Back to 20. Number Leon. He gets that 3.
And the Leon family watching and the Omasinski family watching had to like that shot right there by Jackson as he spots up and lets the 3 fly, and nothing but net.
Can't beat that. Senators bring it up right side of the court. Zaire Corey gets the foul. Substitutions for the Senators starting
Wholesale.
5.
Wholesale substitutions, Brendan.
Clear the house.
And you will see a few of these players playing in this JV game, playing in the varsity game as well. Exactly.
Some of them actually have started or had some little playing time for the Senators. Neglia, Ty Zoe, especially Justin Longo for the Senators. Leon with the ball, passes it to the right side of Anderson. Loose ball. That is the Senators' ball.
Anderson looking for Jack Roberson on that play, but the two of them kind of got bunched up there just outside the paint.
Gutierrez for the Senators brings it up court, passes it to the left side for number 31, Eric Miller of the Miller brothers. Blue Wave get the rebound. It's a 2-on-1 situation right here. Leon passes to Boughton off the side of the rim, and the Senators get the rebound.
Nice look by Jackson Leon. Boughton just couldn't put it in, and a missed opportunity there for the Blue Wave.
And you know, that Coach Langston has to be not very happy about that play. You got the little things and what they always say for these type of sports, and the little things they got to take upon, because that's what's going to win games.
Absolutely, good point. Both teams looking to run, no doubt about that.
That's a steal by Prophet Gutierrez. He forces his way inside. No foul, but with the putback by number 31, Eric Miller.
I talked to Coach Fuller before the game, as I mentioned earlier, and I said to him, is there a better name than Prophet Gutierrez?
McMahon's got some great names on the team, whether it's Prophet Gutierrez or Justin LeBron. Here comes the Blue Wave substitutions. Jackson Leon comes out at number 25. Jacob Grimm comes in. Yep. Jacob Grimm, one of the sophomores on the team, alongside Jack Roberson, Leon, and Dan Howe.
Yeah, if you're a basketball player these days and you have the name LeBron as either a first name or a last name, that's pretty special.
Very much so. Loose ball that goes out of bounds, stays with the Blue Wave. Anderson with the inbound, passes it to number 25, Jacob Grimm. Grimm trying to force his way inside. Takes a fall, but Anderson with the ball, passes it inside, back to Roberson. Ooh, it's nothing. And the Senators come up with the rebound.
I think Jack was caught in between there. Didn't know if he was going to use the window or go over the rim.
Gutierrez forces his way in, gets the ball inside for number 3, Jermaine Daniel, who gets the foul. As you said, very quick-paced game so far. No play calling, no slowing it down or inbound. Low-scoring game as shown, 7 for the Darien Blue Wave and 6 for the McMahon Senators. First foul shot hits the front rim and bounces out. 2:33 left in this first quarter. And again, hits the front rim. Blue Wave, Coles Anderson comes up with that rebound. And another loose ball. Passes it up to number 25. That being Justin Longo, and he gets that foul.
That'll be a foul on Alex Quirk.
Darien currently has 3 fouls, and the Senators have 2. A lot of foul shots have been shot, I should say, tonight so far. Number 25, Longo has the first one, hits the side rim and bounces off.
As I look across the court and I see Darien's head coach Greg Langston, I remember covering him years ago. He's a 2010 graduate of St. Joseph in Trumbull. Played on some really great teams there in high school.
Anderson with the ball again. Both foul shots were missed. Boughton with the 3-pointer, that's no good. Ball is thrown up court. Longo to Fitzpatrick. A lot of loose balls in this game so far.
This is being played at a frenetic pace right
exactly,
now.
and that's coming from that pace. Is that they gotta slow it down and set something up. Either team. It's the front rim, and Anderson, big name with the rebound, passes it up to Jacob Grimm. He seems to slow it down once they get that pace a little slower for this game. Passes it to Booten on the right side, drives his way in. Seems to be no foul on that one, and the Senators get the ball, passes it up to number Fitzpatrick. Hits the window and did not go in. Ball stays with the Senators.
Well, Coach Fuller of Brien McMahon said he likes his defense to try to create offensive opportunities, and the defense has certainly done that in the first period here.
Substitutions for the Blue Wave. Leon comes back in, and Dan Howe, the remaining sophomore, comes back in. Leon brings it up on the right side of the court, crosses over, takes a pick from another very own of ours, Ben Olsen, number 13.
Ben Olsen into the game now. Jackson Leon, like the way he handles the ball from that point guard position. A heady player. Always looking for the open man.
Leon drives and gets the bucket.
Nice. Excuse me, Brendan. Nice move there by Jackson that time down the floor.
Passes to the left side for number 30, McCray.
That's a traveling violation on McCray, Tyler McCray.
McCray was just subbed on for Jack Fitzpatrick of the McMahon Senators. Boughton gets the inbound and pass it to Leon, but it's quickly stolen by number 31, and he gets those 2 points. Eric Miller of the Miller brothers.
So McMahon now has extended its defense, playing a little full court pressure, and right now it's working.
Gutierrez to the full court pass to Miller. He gets another 2 points for the Senators. Gutierrez, another full court pass to Miller. Seems to be always down on that Senators side.
Eric Miller, I've heard a lot of things about him from both Terrence Fuller, the JV coach of Brien McMahon, and the varsity coach Derek Eason. They're high on Miller. They say he's a terrific shooter, likes to get after it. And right now we've got ourselves a ball game, Brendan.
Like we said earlier in the broadcast, it's going to be a great Friday night for the FCIAC showcase between two crosstown rivals. Darien, the end of the first quarter, McMahon leads Darien 10-9.
Yeah, this is a really terrific border rivalry, at least it has been through the years. And Darien continues to build its basketball program, as does Brien McMahon. They've had some really good teams here in the past.
You know, it's always exciting to see the showcase of these two teams come along because you know that there's going to be great competition and there's going to be a great game, whether it's baseball or girls hockey or any sport. You know it's going to be two well-matched teams coming out against each other.
And both McMahon's JV coach, Terrence Fuller, and the varsity coach, Derek Eason, who we'll talk more about during the varsity broadcast, are first-year head coaches. So they are trying to build the Senators into powers in the FCIAC.
Graham with the inbound to Leon, but then Leon trips. Senators get the ball and those 2 points.
And right now, Darien is not doing a good job handling this McMahon pressure, although there's a foul there.
Darien with the inbound. Ben Olsen, number 13, passes it backcourt to number 20, Jackson Leon. Another loose ball. Pass to number 2, Gutierrez, and he gets the easy lay-in for the Senators.
What a great look by number 3, Jermaine Daniel, the sophomore forward from Brien McMahon. Heady play.
Gutierrez with the steal. Misses the shot, but gets those 2 foul shots at the end.
Coach Langston wants a timeout. Can't be happy with that sequence there. First the turnover, and then the foul.
Many turnovers in this game so far, that coming from the fast-paced game. Blue Wave, Coach Langston's got to be telling his crew right here that they got to slow it down, let the offense play it out, let the offense get to their position, because right now they're just running around and there's no way to formulate a play or get anything started.
And as you can see in the Darien huddle, Sharoy Bentley, the varsity head coach, talking to his point guard, Jackson Leon, about the last few minutes of this game. It's gotten a little helter-skelter. Brien McMahon's pressure is certainly paying off, giving Darien fits. And as a result, the Senators have a 5-point lead.
Low-scoring game so far, but very exciting, I should say. Friday night,
it is exciting. You can't beat it. Friday night hoops, there's nothing like it really across the country. You know, you get into the winter months and you go from Friday night lights to Friday night hoops indoors. You know, getting back to seeing Sharoy Bentley, the Darien varsity coach, talk to Jackson Leon. Here he comes down out of the stands, talks to the point guard. It's a teaching moment. That's what it's all about, to try to build this Blue Wave basketball program.
Especially for that JV squad. They're trying to better themselves as athletes and players and get ready for that future of the Blue Wave.
And Brendan, this is my favorite name, Prophet Gutierrez. I just love it.
Can't beat it. He sinks his first foul shot, attempting his second one. And he's 2 for 2 at the line. Gutierrez subbed out for number 32, Shamar Miller. Brothers to Eric Miller, I believe. Anderson brings it up court. Ball on the ground again for the Blue Wave. Passes it out to number 22, James Mathis. He seems to be stuck. And the ball goes to the Senators. Little tie up in the corner, but the possession arrow points to Brien McMahon. Quick 3 from Tyler McCray. And the ball rolls out of bounds. It's Darien's ball.
One thing that impresses me about Darien's bigs, namely Alex Quirk and Jack Roberson, they get up and down the floor really well.
Seems to be another foul on the court.
I believe that was on Tyler McCray.
Cork passes it backcourt to Anderson. Trying to get something started, the blue wave, sorry. Anderson passes it to the left wing. And Roberson up top, back to Anderson. Who then forces his way inside.
That was a really pretty move, almost a running half hook by Anderson as he found space and attacks the rim.
Miller brings it up court. Three-pointer from LeBron. Bounces left and Senators keep the ball. Miller brings it in, passes to the left side. That's a Darien ball.
That's a foul on Brien McMahon under the basket. Great vantage point here, mid-court, inside Brien McMahon High School. Great little gym. And they will have this place pretty packed by the time the varsity game tips off.
Especially on a Friday night. Kids don't have anything to do tomorrow, so you know those Senators are going to be coming down here and supporting their boys on the court.
Plus, it's a long weekend, 3-day weekend.
That is true. Martin Luther King Day on Monday. The school's off. Anderson forces his way inside. Pass it to Roberson, who looks out. And the Senators get the rebound. Miller works his way in. Takes the three. And the ball stays with the Senators. LeBron takes a three and hits the glass but bounces off. Another three from the Senators, and that's a good one.
The third time's the charm.
Third time is the charm for the Senators.
The third three, and Coach Langston can't be happy with that defensive effort by his guys. 3 wide open looks from beyond the three-point line.
Brien McMahon came out fighting this game, very aggressive in the beginning first half. Anderson on the right side, looking for some help. And that seems to be a little high of a pass. Out of bounds, Brien McMahon ball.
Yeah, Anderson was looking for James Mathis in the corner, but through the overhead pass, out of bounds, and over the head of Mathis.
Miller brings the ball up court, passes it to McCray, who takes the three, bounces off the back, and Anderson with the rebound, brings it up court on the right side. Double team on Anderson. Ball through the hands of Aiden Smith. Another turnover for the Blue Wave.
Yeah, I think that time, much like a wide receiver in a football game, I think Aiden Smith was thinking about what he was going to do after he had the ball instead of collecting the ball and then making a move.
Took his eyes off the ball and wasn't able to catch it. Corey with the three. Nice bank shot off the window. The bank is open, as they would say.
Did he call it, though? We didn't hear him call it over here from our location.
He was tying his shoes earlier and then found the ball in his hands, but made that three-pointer.
And right now, Brien McMahon has found a way to attack that zone defense from Darien. They've had some wide open looks from beyond the three-point line.
.358 remaining in the second quarter. 2 foul shots for the Blue Wave. That's Cole Anderson at the line.
Got to give a shout out to your family, the Ross family. Watching this DAF media broadcast, doing a fine job in your debut on the network. Actually, I take that back. You called
a little bit of the Enfield.
Little bit of the Enfield Darien field hockey state playoff game and did a fine job on that.
Very exciting game.
That was a much colder evening, though. We were out in the elements, and it was cold, and they were nice and warm inside the gym. Although today, 60-degree temps, a lot of rain.
But you can't beat that.
Not at all.
60 degrees in January. Not used to this. Mathis forces his way in, but doesn't get the bounce that he wants. Senators come up with the rebound. Passes to Corey, who brings it up court. Passes to the right side of Miller. And Darien Blue Wave get the rebound. Cork passes it to Anderson, who passes it inside to Smith. Inside to Roberson. Smith with the putback, and that's good for 2 points.
Nice work on the offensive board by Aiden Smith.
McMahon playing very tight defense so far, making Darien lose some balls and gain some turnovers.
I think when Coach Langston talks to his team at halftime, he's going to emphasize boxing out and getting it done on the boards, because Brien McMahon has had several opportunities. They've worked the offensive boards so well in this first half.
Especially, and both teams had those fast break opportunities that they didn't use and use to their advantage. 2:54 remaining in the second quarter. Brien McMahon leads Darien 22-15. Foul shots for the Wave. Cole Anderson at the line. This is the first one. Substitutions for the Senators. Number 32, Shamar Miller subs out for 0-0. Jason Tagliero. Seems to be a stoppage in play.
So there wasn't supposed to be a stoppage in play there. The person running the clock, kind of an inadvertent buzzer, if you will.
An accidental substitution, some may say.
Now we've got things sorted out.
Corey with the ball, bringing it up court. Getting his plays down. See, Brien McMahon here, coming up court slow. 25 with the shot off the back window, but Senators get the ball back.
Another offensive rebound, 2 more offensive rebounds.
That's Tyzo with that rebound. As I was saying, McMahon letting the offense settle down, get their positions right, and try to make a play. Anderson with the ball, brings it up court, picked by Smith. Pass to Smith, pass to Quirk with the shot. Rims out. Ball out of bounds. And that's a Brien McMahon ball. Corey bringing it up court. Pass it to the left side. LeBron. Back to Corey. Back to Tagliero. Inside for number 21, Tyzo with the 3. No good. And Roberson with the rebound.
Great hustle by Jack Roberson to save that ball.
Pass up court. Mathis with the ball. Cork takes it in. Gets the easy 2 points lay-in.
The pace of this game the last couple of minutes has slowed considerably.
Seems to be a kick ball from the Senators, which results in a Darien Blue Wave ball. 1:30 left in the second quarter. Blue Wave trying to inbound it. There seems to be some pressure on Roberson with that pass. Looking to pass it off to, gets out to Quirk, who brings it up court. Tries something fancy, but hits the in rim and doesn't get all the way in.
He couldn't convert the circus shot.
Looked like something the Globetrotters will pull out.
It certainly was. A little up and under. Tried to spin it off the backboard. Couldn't get it to go down.
Corey with the ball, passes it to Justin LeBron. See, I don't know what's better, Justin LeBron or Prophet Gutierrez. Stuck in the middle.
Take your pick.
1 minute left in the second quarter. LeBron with the ball, passes it to Tagliero. Tagliero drives his way in, takes that Euro step, passes it to Longo, and he gets that 2 points.
Nice look by Tags as he gets into splits the defense and finds a wide open man for the easy 2.
A steal by LeBron, brings it up court. Fast break opportunity. No contact on that play. LeBron got that rebound, passes it back out to Tagliero. And McMahon's trying to set one more opportunity up before the second quarter comes to a close. Corey up top. Works his way in, passes it to LeBron with a 3. Hits the end rim. McMahon with the rebound. One final shot from the Cole Anderson of the Blue Wave, but does not have the distance. So that is the end of the first half. Brien McMahon leads Darien Blue Wave 24-17.
Interesting first half, competitive first half. Then Brien McMahon started to extend its defense. Again, Coach Fuller talked to me about it before the game, trying to create offense from your defense, and he found something when they extended the defense to full court and picked up full court.
And McMahon, as you stated that their defense put a lot of pressure on the Blue Wave, which allowed for those turnovers to accumulate in that second quarter. As I said, end of the first half, McMahon leads Darien 24-17. We'll be back in a couple minutes. And we are back here at the campus of Brien McMahon. The Senators start with the ball with the third quarter. Yeah. But something surprised me right now is during halftime, the Blue Wave didn't really get off the court. They stayed on and practiced some shots and putting up some layups and getting some boards.
Yeah, they didn't spend a lot of time in the locker room discussing matters. They were right back out warming up, and that's going to be a travel on Eric Miller. Have to be impressed with Miller. Had a nice first half. You can see why the coaches are high on him. Has the ability to shoot the long-range jumper from 3 and then also get to the basket.
And he leads the Senators with 6 points. And for the Blue Wave, Cole Anderson leads the Blue Wave with 8 points.
Cole Anderson has a nice floor game. Nice turnaround that time by Roberson in the paint. And I'm sure Coach Langston likes to see that out of his big fella.
McMahon with the ball. Loose ball and
it'll stay Brien McMahon. Another offensive rebound by the Senators.
Yeah, early in the game, early in the first quarter, Darien kind of led with that rebounding stat. And now, the Senators kind of taking over that pace, taking over that game, and taking over that area. McMahon with the 3. Jack Fitzpatrick. McMahon's been deadly from the 3-point range tonight. Anderson brings the ball up court. Double team, which forces a turnover. Number 2, Prophet Gutierrez with the lay-in.
Prophet with the nice left-handed scoop shot off the window that time. And another Darien turnover as McMahon continues to apply pressure.
Leone with the ball, gets a pick from Roberson. Gets the 3, and that's good. Cole Anderson drops the 3 bomb.
Nice look by Jackson Leone to the corner for a wide open Anderson, and he converts.
Loose ball. McMahon gets the loose ball. Gutierrez with it. Drives his way in. Ball's tipped away. Gutierrez seems to be shaking up on that last play. That loose ball seems to be holding his right eye. Still in the game though. Quirk with the ball. Works it up court and gets the foul.
For a big fella, Alex Quirk does a nice job handling the ball. Brings it across midcourt that time. Draws the foul.
Quirk with the inbound. Pass it to Roberson, and that's a loose ball. Miller brings it up. Prophet with the 3. No good. McMahon with the centers. A no-look pass underneath.
That might have been the highlight of the game so far.
I think that has to be.
No-look pass by Miller. You have to like the way he plays the game. Has a great court presence.
Foul on Gutierrez. Exactly. Miller 2. Gutierrez for that no-looker. Can't beat that. And what's interesting for this Blue Wave team is that even though these are all big kids on the court right now, they all can handle the ball very well. Blue Wave with the inbound, that being Cole Anderson. Common name in the stream so far. Court gets open and they pass it back court. And that's another foul.
And that was
for the Senators.
That was a foul away from the ball, I believe, on Prophet Gutierrez.
I believe that is Jack Fitzpatrick's 3rd foul on the game so far, hence the substitution.
Or was it Fitzpatrick that was whistled for the foul there?
I believe it was Fitzpatrick. Coming on the court for Fitzpatrick, it's number 11, your favorite player, Justin LeBron. Way to pass it backcourt for Anderson. Once again, tough defense, loose ball. Seems to be a foul. speed has slowed down in the start of the third quarter.
Well, I don't think they could have continued that pace there. Midway through the first half, a very frenetic pace up and down.
I'd be very worried if I was one of them. Gutierrez works the ball up court, passes a pass to number 31 for the three, no good. Blue Wave with the rebound. Seems to be stuck down there on that baseline.
You know, Miller has taken a lot of shots, especially from beyond the three-point arc, but he's really hasn't forced anything. He hasn't really taken any bad shots in this game.
And that's along with all the centers, is that they're seeing that three-point line, they pull the trigger, but none of them are forced shots. They're not. That's a steal from Eric Miller, but.
And Coach Langston called a timeout. And Coach Fuller not real thrilled about that because he thought Darien had already turned it over. So a break in the action here at the 5:41 mark of the third period.
Brien McMahon with the lead, 29-31, to 22.
Want to give a quick shout out to Ted Brennan doing a great job on our main camera up in the stands, bringing you all the visuals of this game. Ted Brennan played in the freshman basketball game that preceded this JV game. The freshman team, the Darien freshman team, lost to Brien McMahon 62-46. Another very competitive game in the first half. Caught a little bit of that game as I was setting up for our broadcast tonight. And we should tell the folks, you and I were talking briefly at halftime, you just got out of the pool, my friend, about an hour before this game. You had a meet today. Brendan Ross swims for the Darien swim and dive team.
We had Norwalk Brien McMahon today. Great competition, always against that combined team. Quick brings it up course. Nice Euro step.
And he's called for traveling. That Euro step, I like that.
Langston trying to prove his case. Miller with the carries it up court.
Coach Langston is nothing if not animated on the sidelines. It's different for me, as I mentioned in the first half, used to cover Greg when he played at St. Joe's, and then of course he played in college at Southern Connecticut State. Terrific player. Much more animated on the sidelines as a coach.
Miller brings it up court. A lot of loose balls on that Darien possession. LeBron with the shot at rims out. Passes it back to LeBron on the out corner.
Another offensive rebound by Brien McMahon, Brendan.
I think we're safe to say that they lead that column right now in the stat. Three-pointer from the Senators is no good. LeBron gets the rebound with a putback from Zaire Corey, and that's easy 2 points for the Senators.
Zaire.
Gutierrez tries to keep it in court, in bounds. That is Darien's ball.
That last time down the floor, Brien McMahon, nice interior passing off the turnover. Justin LeBron to Sizo.
Sizo subbed out for captain of the JV team, Peter Neglia. Ball was tipped out of bounds on that last possession. Turned over now to the Senators. They inbound the ball, passed it to Prophet Gutierrez, back to the wing, and back to Gutierrez. LeBron with a no-look pass again. Gutierrez with the three, off the back rim. Another rebound for the Senators. Putback is no good. Those second chance opportunities for the Brien McMahon Senators has been very high tonight. Cork with the three, and that's good. Nothing but net for the Blue Wave.
When one of your big fellas can come out and hit a three, that's a big help.
Looked like Porzingis out there on the wing.
He did.
A loose ball on Brien McMahon's side. Let's get it down, stay down there on that side of the court.
And McMahon retains possession.
As you stated earlier, following this game tonight is the varsity game between Blue Wave and Brien McMahon.
DAF Media will be broadcasting that game as well.
Another three from James Mathis of the Blue Wave.
So things starting to get a little interesting here, Brendan Ross. Back-to-back threes now by the Blue Wave.
Prophet with the ball. Pass it to LeBron. Takes that three. Rims out, and Quirk with the rebound. Sorry, Roberson with the rebound.
And Roberson's going to be fouled on that play. And it'll be
Darien's ball.
Darien's ball. I think the foul was on Justin LeBron, rather. You see what I did there? I said James LeBron.
James LeBron, yeah. Backwards day. Nice Euro step again. And that's another travel.
That'll be a travel
So
on Peter Neglia.
both teams are even on the Euro step travel, as some would say. Blue Wave regain possession. Anderson brings it up court. Another big man bringing it up court. The pump fake passes it back to Boutin. Works his way inside, nothing. And Corey gets the rebound. Back to Miller on the left side. Goes to McRae. Don't know if you can hear Coach Langston in the background, but he wants this Blue Wave team to slow it down. Ooh, Cole Anderson tries to put that one up. Gets a little push in the back, and that's a foul.
Tyler McRae whistled for the foul. The Brien McMahon guard.
And you know, that's what you look in these FCIAC games and these high school games is the sportsmanship. McRae pushed him over. It was an accident, as you could tell, but McRae went back up and helped Anderson back up to his feet. Anderson sinks the first shot.
The momentum in this game shifting a bit in the last couple of minutes. Darien had those back-to-back threes. They've cut into this Brien McMahon lead. It's now a 3-point Senators lead. And Brien McMahon has really slowed the pace down.
Miller with the ball. Passes it to McRae. Back to Miller. Inside for Corey for the three. It's nothing. No look pass again for Neglia. LeBron with the, looks to me like a little sky hook.
Little fade there from Justin LeBron in the paint.
Just like LeBron James can do a little bit of everything. Anderson works his way in. Doesn't get the 2 points. LeBron with the rebound. Works his way up. Roberson hustling down the court. Gets that steal. LeBron with the three. Back rim, nothing, no good. Darien gets the ball. Coach Langston wants them to hold it. 3 ball, no good for the Blue Wave. And that's a pushing foul on Cole Anderson, number 23. Ball stays with the Senators. 1:12 left in the third quarter. Brien McMahon leads Darien 35-30. LeBron subbed out for number 3, Jermaine Daniel.
Darien remains in that zone defense, that 2-3 zone defense they've played pretty much throughout this game.
Pass to the left corner for Corey, back to Miller. Back to McRae, back to Miller. Top of the key. Takes the three, no good. Minute countdown. Miller with the three, no good again. Roberson with that rebound. It's Darien's possession. Quirk works it up the court, and gets the foul.
Quirk has played well in this second half. Hit a deep three. He's drawn a few fouls, and now he'll go to the line.
Olsen comes in for Jack Roberson, DAF Media Network person, for another DAF Media Network. Quirk
And that'll be a foul on McMahon. I believe that'll be on Eric Miller.
Quirk missed the first foul shot and then gets fouled by Miller and is back to the line.
He's camped out on the free throw line right now.
Deja vu. Misses the first shot.
Nice rotation, just a little flat on the shot.
And the second shot, no good for Quirk. Miller bringing the ball up court. 40 seconds left. Timeout, Brien McMahon.
Coach Fuller wants to take a timeout, talk things over with his club. 40 seconds left, his team up 5. McMahon had a lot of success pressuring the basketball. They haven't done as much of that here in the second half.
And that pressure has led to the turnovers that Darien has been having today. Not really getting that firm grip on the ball or keeping hold of the ball, and that's been resulted, and because of that, forced pressure.
Again, we want to give a shout out to the Leone family and the Omazinski family watching us from all over the country, North Carolina, Chicago, Arizona. Thanks for tuning in to this DAF Media broadcast of the Darien Brien McMahon JV boys basketball game here from Brien McMahon High School.
Very exciting game so far. McMahon leads Blue Wave of Darien 35-30 with 40 seconds left in the third quarter.
I've always liked this gym. It's got the arcing ceiling. It's very intimate.
Very vintage-like.
You're right up close to the action. And again, Ted Brennan bringing us all the visuals on camera 1.
McMahon inbounds the ball. McCray to Corey.
And it looks like Brien McMahon is looking to take the final shot here. Content to take the final shot.
Miller works his way to the right side, passes it.
Very weak pass. That was almost picked off by James Mathis.
Back to Corey, trying to set a quick play up before the quarter is over. Inside to Neglia, back to Corey, back to McCray. With the shot, no good. Mathis with the rebound, loose ball, and that concludes the third quarter. Brien McMahon leads the Blue Wave 35-30.
Yeah, you can tell Coach Langston coming out to give his guys some high fives, pleased with the effort there in that third quarter after they came out of the halftime deficit. They've cut into the McMahon lead, just a 5-point lead by the Senators right now.
And you know, what's very interesting about this Blue Wave team is the majority of them are multi-sport athletes.
Yes, you're
Especially
absolutely right.
Not only this team, but you know, we've noticed that in field hockey and football. Some of these athletes on this JV squad, Olsen and Leone, both baseball players. Jack Roberson, a volleyball player, and Alex Quirk, a football player. So many multi-sport athletes, and you know, that's only a couple of kids on this JV team, and there's some more on the varsity team, that couple baseball players, a football player, and a lacrosse player.
I'm looking at Coach Bentley over there on the sidelines. He's kind of relaxing, getting ready for this varsity game, which is coming up next here on the DAF Media Network.
Getting some of those final thoughts in. Something watching this JV game and seeing what he could tell his varsity players before they start that matchup.
He has done a terrific job with the Blue Wave varsity program. This is his 4th season as Darien's head coach.
That's a steal by McCray. Fast break opportunity, no good. Anderson with the rebound. Popular name in the stream so far. Back to Mathis for the three. No good. Loose ball, and Neglia gets that rebound. Brings it up court. Passes it inside to Jermaine Daniel.
That was a really nice look by Neglia running the break. Finds Daniel alone underneath, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line.
Mathis and Aiden Smith are in the backcourt. Jermaine Daniel missed the first shot. As we said, very exciting game. Can't beat this type of game on a Friday night, especially an FCIAC battle.
FCIAC always tough, as it is again this year. At the varsity level, it's really wide open.
Cole Anderson with the pump fake. No foul. No good with the shot. Seems to be a foul, though. A pushing foul on James Mathis of the Blue Wave.
Anderson wanted that foul at the other end. Going to the basket. Doesn't get the call. Missed the bunny.
Not many of those driving fouls have been called tonight. McCray in the corner for the three.
And that is a big three right there for Brien McMahon as they extend their lead now to 9 points.
Leon brings it up court. Trying to get some of that pressure off of him from Brien McMahon, from Eric Miller. Nice pick. Leon back with the ball. Drives, puts the floater up. No good. Roberson, that big man with the rebound. He gets it.
Nice effort by Jack Roberson, working the offensive boards. Puts back the Leon miss.
Neglia with the shot, the jump shot from the free throw line. He makes that. That's 2 points for the Senators.
Yeah, nice spot up shot there by Neglia at the elbow. Knocks it down.
A nice catch and shoot. Leon drives. That's tipped from McMahon, and Corey gets the ball. Fast break opportunity. Ball's a little too far in advance for McCray. Goes out of bounds. It's a Blue Wave ball. Pass it to Anderson. It's knocked away from McCray. Been very popular in this second half. Three ball, no good. Aiden Smith with the rebounds. And it looks like this first quarter is deja vu again.
Yeah, the pace has picked up here. The
pace has picked up.
Minute and a half.
Little sloppy play. Inbound from the Blue Wave to Cole Anderson. Brings it up court. Crossover. That's a foul. Believe to be on Tyler McCray.
It is on McCray, and Anderson will head to the charity stripe.
Darien putting none of their players up in the foul shot line. Anderson with the two shots. Hits the front rim on the first one.
And wholesale changes again for Brien McMahon. They bring a new 5 out onto the floor.
Gutierrez comes on. Justin Longo comes on. 00 Jason Tagliario comes on. Jack Fitzpatrick. And number 21, Ty Zoe. That is your current 5 for the Brien McMahon Senators. Anderson 0 for 2 at the line just now. Number 23, Jack Fitzpatrick, brings the ball up the court, works his way to the left corner. Trying to set a play up, pass it to Gutierrez back inside. Trying to find something to start. That's a
traveling violation on Ty Zoe.
Lost of words there. Thank you for that. McMahon still forcing that pressure. Gutierrez with the steal. With the put, gets his own rebound with the put back. No good, but he gets to go to the line for 2. Possession arrow is for Brien McMahon.
The difference in this game really has been the boards, rebounds. Brien McMahon has controlled the boards pretty much throughout this game. You know, for Darien on offense, it's one shot and out usually.
There's
not the case with Brien McMahon.
No second chance opportunities. Brien McMahon has been really well in that, getting that rebound and putting it back up and getting those extra points. Gutierrez makes both of those free throws. 5:14 remains in the fourth quarter. Leon was fouled on that last possession, and he goes to the free throw line.
It's kind of different seeing Jackson Leon and Jack Roberson and Ben Olsen out here playing. They've been such an integral part of DAF media over the last 4.5 months as we launch this venture.
Very much so. Had the opportunity to talk to Ben Olsen, and he was looking for that shout out, so I'll give him one right now. Shout out to Ben Olsen.
I had the chance to talk to his mom before the game, getting to meet the entire Olsen crew.
And Jackson is 1 for 2 at that line there. Timeout called by Brien McMahon. 5:14 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Sorry, Brendan. Breaking the action here. I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up your big swim meet the other day against Greenwich, arch rival Greenwich. Talk a little bit about that.
Big sweep meet for the Darien boys swim and dive team, you know, going up against 5-time Open State champion and numerous accolades as you can go on, and for Greenwich, and the Blue Wave came out with the tie. Not used to hearing that for a swim meet, but putting up a tie with a young group of kids up for the Blue Wave swim team is very impressive. You know, that shows that we got a bright future ahead of us. Puts a halt on Greenwich's reign as beating us every year so far. But, you know, the Blue Wave, the boys team was very excited. I could tell you it was a very fun bus ride home.
I bet.
Not a quiet one. Music was playing loud, and, you know, we were all excited. We brought that win, that tie, I should say, into today's matchup against, as I said, Norwalk Brien McMahon co-op team, and we took the win there, 104-74.
Hence the raspier voice from Brendan Ross.
Hence the raspier voice, exactly. A lot of screaming, a lot of shouting these past couple days.
Well, that's great. Greenwich always does a great job with both its girls swim team and its boys swim team.
Coach Lowe up there.
A legend.
You could, very much so.
Legendary coach in the state of Connecticut.
That's a factory over there for Greenwich with both swim teams, not just the boys, but the girls.
Darien playing a little full court pressure, but McMahon breaks it rather easily.
Darien gets that rebound and passes it to Booten, who then passes it to Quirk, another big man. Back to Mathis, back to Bouton for the deep three.
Wow.
And he gets that. Looks like Steph Curry out here.
Will Bouton from really deep gets that three, and that was a big three for Darien as they try to climb back into this game with under 5 minutes remaining.
6-point deficit. Blue Wave trying to make a quick comeback. 4:34 remaining, fourth quarter. Foul on the play. Gutierrez to the line. Ten team fouls on Brien McMahon. 4 for the Blue Wave. Gutierrez at the line. Makes the first shot. He's been spot on tonight from that free throw line. Makes that one. Has made previous foul shots tonight.
You can see the Brien McMahon varsity team in the background of your picture there in the blue warm-up jackets.
Gutierrez made both those shots. Darien trying to get some quick opportunities here at the basket. They get that second chance opportunity. And Bouton is heading to the free throw line. Darien once again putting no guys on the. Wait, change that. Coach Langston changed his mind. Putting Mathis on the left side and moving Mathis in the backcourt. Quirk. Dan Howe is on the left side, now subbed by Quirk.
Got to get your big fella there.
Exactly. Booten 1 for 2 at the line. 45-38, 4:13 remaining in the fourth quarter. Action-packed game here at the campus of Brien McMahon High School. You don't want to miss this.
And an ill-advised cross-court pass by Prophet Gutierrez. Looking for Tasai Zoe in the corner on the other side of the court and just overthrew him. As both teams now applying pressure here in these final 4 minutes.
Big man bringing it up. Alex Quirk, number 4 for the Blue Wave, trying to work his way in. That's a pushing foul on Brien McMahon. That's Ty Zoe. A lot more action packed in the end of the fourth quarter.
This has been an interesting game in terms of the ebbs and flows of the game. I mean, sometimes we've had stretches of a frenetic pace, and then we've had stretches where you're almost lulled to sleep.
Quirk at the line. Hits nothing. Cole Anderson with the substitution. Anderson comes on the court for number 2, Will Boughton. The second shot from Quirk hits the front rim, but it's still no good. Gutierrez brings it up court, tries that Euro step again, and he gets it. Very impressive.
He wanted the foul, too.
Very impressive by the junior, number 2, Prophet Gutierrez.
And then he picks up the foul.
Picks up the foul and an elbow to an eye.
If you're Coach Fuller, you can't fault him on that. Great effort, hustling all over the floor. Tried to pick up the charge. Was trying to draw the charge, but just got in front a little too late.
Mathis at the free throw line. Darien has one player up on the line, that being Cole Anderson. Mathis makes the first shot, and Quirk and Anderson are back on the box. Getting a little packed here at Brien McMahon High School. Getting ready for that varsity game, that varsity matchup between Darien Blue Wave and Brien McMahon, in which we are covering that also. That'll be following this game. Quirk works his way in. Little floater, no good. Tagliero gets the rebound, gives it back. Number 31, Eric Miller. And then to Fitzpatrick, who gives it in. Trying to work some magic here, the Senators.
Brien McMahon trying to work the clock right now.
3:02 remaining in the fourth quarter. Brien McMahon leads 47-39. Timeout called by Brien McMahon.
So Darien has had some success in this second half, pressuring the basketball. We'll see what Coach Langston does here as he's drawing up a play in the huddle there.
You could say that Darien has come alive in the fourth quarter. A little sleepy in the middle quarters, some would say, but hey, it's ended up to be a great game, great end of the game here at Brien McMahon. Can't beat a Friday night hoops game.
Yeah, you can tell it's gotten a little noisier here in the gym, as our viewers can probably hear. Gym's starting to fill up.
Corey passes it to Miller. Works his way in, gives it off to Tyzo.
Another great no-look pass by Eric Miller. I've been impressed with him in this game. Got a bright future in a Senators uniform.
Especially being only a sophomore.
Yeah, he can shoot it, and he does a great job as a facilitator handling the basketball and finding the open man in transition or splitting the defense.
Especially next year when you got Prophet Gutierrez, the junior, and Eric Miller, the rising junior. Can't beat those two. Loose ball here. Brien McMahon picks it up. Miller with the ball, works his way to the left corner. Tries to get his way out of it.
Yeah, Brien McMahon definitely trying to run some clock here. Passing the ball around the perimeter.
Exactly.
There's no shot clock in Connecticut high school basketball.
And Corey puts up the shot, no good, but gets the foul and is heading to the free throw line.
That's something that I would love to see changed at some point in Connecticut. No shot clock for high school boys or girls basketball.
It's kind of like every division has their own little quirks with the rules. You know, You got NCAA, who's 2 halves. Not used to that when you're going to a NBA game, which is 4 quarters.
Yep.
But sometimes it's great to see that change. Adds a little more action to the sport. Tie up. Arrow is pointing to Brien McMahon. Stays down on that side of the court. Sorry. Arrows to Darien. Quirk with the inbound. Darien trying to look for some open passes. They get it to Cole Anderson, who brings it up. Works his way to the right side. No good. 2-pointer by the Wave. Miller with the rebound. Works his way up.
Yeah, they're going to pull it out again and again run some clock.
And the Blue Wave, they're trying to get a turnover here and put some more points up on the board.
Darien playing man-to-man now.
Pass out to Tyzo. Back to Miller. Getting double teamed. Back to Corey, back to Miller. Trying to make something out of nothing. On the outside, into an open Corey, who gets the bucket. 2 points for the Senators.
Oh my goodness.
Darien works it up the court. Anderson stuck, looking for some help. That's a high pass. Intended receiver. And I used to say intended player, I should say, was James Mathis, bringing football into basketball here. Darien with the subs. Leon's back on the court. Smith is back on the court. Olsen still on the court. Jacob Grimm's on the court. Dan Howe, that's your 5 for the Blue Wave. As you said, McMahon wasting the clock right here, trying to get the most out of the clock. LeBron's back on the court. Passes it 2. Back to 23. Fitzpatrick, back to Neglia, and Miller at the top of the court. As you stated, no shot clock here in Connecticut high school basketball. Shots up, no good. Darien with the rebound. That's Dan Howe, the sophomore. Works his way up. No look pass to Ben Olsen. Loose ball. And they get the shot. That's Dan Howe. 2 points. Corey working the ball up. Seems to run the clock out. Last couple seconds here at Brien McMahon High School as the countdown. And that's it here at Brien McMahon High School. Brien McMahon beats Darien 49-41. Damian, as you would always say, I'm quoting you here. Final thoughts on the game.
Final thoughts. Interesting game, right? I mean, we had, like I said earlier, some real ebbs and flows in this game. You know, close game early on, a 1-point game for much of the opening quarter. And then Brien McMahon's full court pressure just really seemed to give Darien all kinds of fits. Just couldn't handle it. They were able to get out to a lead and really hold on to that lead. They went away from their pressure a little bit in the second half, McMahon did, and Darien was kind of able to get back into the game. But entertaining game, entertaining first JV broadcast for DAF Media. And a great job by you, I might add, calling
thank you. Very
that
exciting.
game in your play-by-play debut for
My nice raspy
DAF.
voice.
DAF kind of added a little texture to the
add
broadcast,
a
though.
little bit. Added
your
a deeper voice so I could get those great notes.
And you'll be hanging around to produce and direct the varsity broadcast.
That's coming up next.
Another shout out to our very own Ted Brennan. Did a terrific job on camera one, bringing you all the visuals and the pictures of that JV boys basketball game between Darien and Brien McMahon.
So as we conclude here, finish off, Brien McMahon comes away with the win, 49-41 over the Blue Wave of Darien. For myself, Damian Andrew, Ted Brennan, we hope to see you in the next showcase, that being at 7 o'clock, couple minutes from now, where the varsity boys Darien Blue Wave team faces off against Brien McMahon. We hope to see you there. Thanks for watching. See you soon.